Good afternoon. I'm Inspector Shannon Scott, and I have with me Staff Roland Stewart. We're of the Organized Crime and Offender Management Section. Here we'd like to discuss a file that took place in 2023. We're following an extensive 11-month investigation which utilized several resources within the service and required strong collaboration with various law enforcement agencies across Canada. We have charged 4 men in a kidnapping incident that occurred in the summer of 2023. In July 2023, we received a call from a man reporting his family member was abducted from an unknown location, and the abductors demanded an undisclosed ransom for the return of a family member. Upon receiving this information, our officers immediately initiated a response and deployed numerous resources from across the service in an attempt to safely locate and rescue the victim. Throughout the initial investigation, it is believed the incident was drug-related. Several individuals were responsible for this kidnapping. Several days later, the victim was released by the abductors and located by police downtown, suffering from minor injuries. The investigation continued for nearly a year as we dedicated resources from 17 different areas across the service, conducted 44 judicial authorizations, several search warrants, production orders, and seized 29 electronic devices. In May of 2024, one man was rearrested after being charged in July of 2023 and failed to appear for his trial in November of 2023. And in June of 2024, 3 other men were arrested in Calgary, Fort McMurray, and Toronto. We'd like to thank the many law enforcement partners that worked alongside us in supporting and arresting these individuals responsible for this event and allowing us to hold these people accountable for their actions. This investigation highlights no matter how much time has passed or where suspects flee, the investigators will dedicate resources to the suppression, investigation, and enforcement of violent events that occur within our city. We will continue to investigate this type of criminal activity even if it requires our officers to travel out of province to take subjects or suspects into custody. As you know, many of these involved are in organized crime groups. They are fluid and they travel throughout the city and even outside of Canada. We know much of the violence related to organized crime is retaliatory in nature and often driven by illegal drug trade and financial benefits. Organized crime-related violence is historically difficult to solve, and often answers lie within the community. If you have information related to organized crime in Calgary, we're asking that you come forward to the police. Any piece of information, big or small, may have a significant impact on any investigation. We will now take questions. I'll let Staff Stewart, if he wants to speak. He was the one that leads the Staff Sergeant at the time Organized Crime Unit. You bet you.
Can you just repeat the question for me?
What organized crime groups were these people affiliated with?
They don't affiliate to traditional organized crime groups. These groups are quite fluid, and they work and they change, interchange almost daily.
Can you talk about where the victim was found downtown?
For the integrity and investigation, we can't get into that amount of detail.
Are you able to talk about the relationship between the victim and the accused? Did they know each other prior to this?
Yes, it was a drug-related investigation.
How hard are these cases to link charges given the fact that you have that organized crime element and basically like a cross-country like kind of manhunt basically to find the suspect?
It's extremely difficult. We have very dedicated investigators working on this. This particular investigation took over 11 months. And I mean, they traveled to Toronto, Vancouver, all over Fort McMurray, up north. They exhaust every resource to put it together and put the pieces together so we can lay these arrests and hold these people accountable.
How did you find out that they were in Toronto and Fort McMurray?
Through our law enforcement partnerships.
Any other questions? How difficult is it for the investigation to progress, given that you said not only were the accused related to organized crime, but the victim as well? Like often in those cases, victims being affiliated with organized crime may not want to be very forthcoming with law enforcement.
Yep. You're correct that oftentimes they're not willing participants. However, we take everyone's safety in the city of Calgary very seriously, so we'll investigate it to the fullest amount of our ability.
someone in cooperative throughout that process?
Yeah, yes, he was.
You said it was retaliatory, and, like, what exactly did the victim do to, like,
I can't get into those details. I didn't say retaliatory. I said it was drug related.
You did say often organized, these types of things are retaliatory.
Correct. In this case,
In this case, that's
exactly,
it was just drugs?
drug related.
how is the victim in the case doing now? Was able to make a full recovery of his physically?
Yes, he recovered from his minor injuries.
How's his family member who had, who contacted and was basically given updates on the victim? Like, how is that family member doing?
His well-being is probably just like anyone else's would be. He's pretty shaken, to be honest, to be involved in something as severe as this.
Is this like, in terms of organized crime and stuff like this, like, is this pretty rare in terms of like holding people's ransom, kidnapping? Or is it pretty, like, common behavior among organized crime groups?
I would say it's pretty rare. We are seeing it, but it's a pretty rare occurrence.